to play like that in here, and really appreciate our fans. Our students are on spring break, so I appreciate our fans coming in and making that a great environment. And I'm proud of our guys. I thought taking care of the basketball tonight until little sloppy there at the end, but taking care of the basketball was big. Hitting free throws was big. A lot of shot makers, man. They hit some big time shots. We hit some big time shots. Just great Big East game. Proud of our guys.
How much does the game think help going into next week and obviously beyond?
Well, as you know, Dan, like we've been in these. Like I don't know how many more of these do we need. You know, we've been in these on the road. We've been in them at home. I think that the Big East tournament's going to be incredible. As we know, anybody in this league can beat anybody, and now you get on a neutral court up there. It's going to be really good basketball.
Jay, can you talk about the end of the game? It looks like in the last 2 minutes, both teams had to do what they had to do to stay in contention. How do you think your team?
Yeah, I think both teams executed really well. Both teams did what they wanted to do. You know, they got the shots they wanted. There was even a possession where it was three. It was three. They didn't need to get a three yet. They had plenty of time. They went and just took a quick two, right, which was really smart. We didn't foul on that, which was smart. Then we went down and made free throws, you know, except for that one by Justin. If you're going to miss one, that's the one to miss right at the end, right? They made free throws. Just really well-played game by two outstanding veteran teams.
Jay, on the veterans part, like how much do you think that the caliber of these games and also within the league is because you guys are old and they're old and the league is old? Is that why we're seeing
100%. 100%. I really do. I think it's made our league great this year. I think it's going to make the Big East tournament great because all those guys have played in the Garden before. You know, a lot of times you go up to the Garden, you got a couple of young kids on each team that haven't played there. It impacts you. You're going to have all veterans playing up there. And I think that's what has been the key to our league. Even teams like Marquette that, had great years. Even Creighton, who's got young guys, but they got a 24-year-old leading scorer. You know, everybody's got older guys that really know the game, and I think that's why the quality of play in our league and all the teams that have been in the top 25 all year have been indicative of that.
Caleb, a number of times has seen you guys really take off the bench. The game was getting a little loose there. They made that big run to tie it up, and I think Caleb scored like 8 straight points for you guys. What would you see during that stretch there? How big was that for you guys?
Caleb's a starter for us. We know that. He plays starter. He plays as many minutes as any of the starters, and we've got great confidence in him. He's a really confident offensive player, and he's an underrated defensive player. Like we had Jermaine in foul trouble, and he was guarding forwards and battling. I don't know how many rebounds. He only came up with 2 defensive rebounds he got credited for, but he was keeping them off the glass. So he's really underrated defensively, but he definitely changed the game in that spurt when he scored 8 straight.
Jay, can you talk about the run that you had in the first half to close and go into the locker room on a 16-2 run?
That was good for us because we had young guys out there. We had Chris Archidiakono out there. We had Jordan Longino out there. Jermaine and Eric were both in foul trouble. So to be able to increase our lead there was really important. I told those guys that at halftime. I was really proud of them.
Well, take us through that stretch there late in the game. You came up with hitting some big free throws and made some shots.
That's just being confident and just stepping up for my teammates. Guys have been making plays the whole game, and those were the moments where I just had to step up and make those plays. And if that's making a free throw, making a shot, getting a rebound, getting a stop, no matter what, I just have to step up for my brothers, and that was the only thing that was on my mind.
Colin, I know you guys don't really do statement games, but was there any extra motivation going into this one? Conference champion, we're going to end up playing 3 less games than you guys. Did you want to make a statement along with the rest of the league?
Nah, that was our most important game because it was our next game, and we just wanted to go out and try to build off of what we were doing in practice and making sure we were playing Villanova basketball.
Jay, you guys gave up 15 threes. Some of them were pretty open looks. Some of them were off balance, good defense, or what should make it a pretty good defense tonight?
Yeah, I think early in the game we were poor. I think in the second half they hit some incredible shots. But what happens is early in the game you let guys get hot, and now they got it going, and then it's tough to stop them. I thought Horkler, especially early, we didn't play aggressively on him, you know, and he got it going, and then he hit some tough ones. Reeves, he just did that last game. Like he's in a groove right now. Last game he had 7 threes. He hit a couple of those. We switched out on him. He was fading away, but he's good at that. Like that's what makes them a great team, that he's capable of doing that at any time.
Colin, is an intense game like that fitting for your last game in the Fin?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just what the Big East is about, and how every game is going to be when you come into a Big East. It's always a battle, and it's always intense.
Jay, both their big guys got into some foul trouble. Was that talked about, or was that just one of the games?
You mean like trying to go at them and get them in foul trouble? We do try to do that. I mean, it wasn't specifically a plan going into the game, but I mean, we trust Jermaine and Eric going against anybody really, and you know, to try to get guys in foul trouble, you can't rely on the referees. So we never. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you can't say we're going to try to get them in foul because you never know how they're going to call the game. You know, so we go to those guys. Sometimes they're effective, sometimes they're not. But we never say, let's get them in foul trouble. No, we never do that. Hope that answers your question.
Jay, Providence with 11 offensive rebounds in the first half, only 3 in the second.
Yeah.
How important was it for everybody on the defensive end of the floor to get those rebounds in the second
That was
half?
big. We were disappointed in our defensive effort there on the glass in the first half. But we're really proud of it in the second half. That's where I say, like, Caleb only got credit for 2 defensive rebounds, but a lot of times he's holding off their bigs, and then somebody else can come and get it. I thought we did a really good job of that, of really keeping bodies on bodies and rebounding the ball.
Just wondering, strategy-wise, is there any thought Justin missing that second shot on purpose?
No, you know, I just feel like you get a quick outlet and somebody steps up. What I always fear at the end of the game is you miss the shot, and this has happened to us before, and 2 guys go for the rebound, and your guy gets called for the foul. So that's why we don't do that. We actually lost the game at Marquette that way a few years ago. Not purposely missing, but we missed. 2 guys went for the rebound, they called our guy for the foul. They hit 2 free throws. So we never do that.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys.